You know, there's a weapon I keep getting comments about every once in a while, and you already know what it is because you read the title and the thumbnail, but the Helium Shotgun. A while back, got a damage bonus that I never really cared about because the drawbacks of this weapon are the fact that it doesn't have very good crowd clearing. It can pierce through enemies, but there's no explosion at the end. It's a slow-firing projectile, and it consumes 2 energy ammo per shot, which is kind of a lot. And it's just a weapon that's too clunky to really matter, even if it's doing a ton of damage. And that's kind of where I've stood for a while, but I've used this weapon in recent history. It's better than I initially thought, and I figured we'd give it a go. I don't have a video on this weapon on my channel, to my understanding. I don't think I've made a video on it. I might have done that and forgotten, but yeah, I figured we'd give it a whirl today. I don't have the best perks on this, but I'll make one if you guys want me to cover it. I'm running a crit build on this, which is maybe not recommended, but magazine size is definitely, because the reload will be faster or the same speed as a reload perk while giving me more ammo up front. And then we have a very basic build, just Shrapnel Headhunter, the basic Blast from the Past build, keeping it simple. So yeah, let's jump into a match and give it a go. All right, we're in game. Let's see. The headshot multiplier on this weapon's pretty good. I had a moment earlier where I was looting and just one tapped a taker, and I felt really bad for not recording that, but let's see what we can do. That right there is a major complaint of mine. For a weapon that consumes 2 ammo per shot, the projectile size is not always sufficient enough to like hit multiple targets. So even though you can shoot between them, you don't always hit both of them. And you can see right there, super dependent on the crit. Either does nothing or one shots. So I don't know. It's really important to hit multiple targets. It's like a launcher in that respect, where the more targets you hit, the more bang for your buck, literally. Yeah, using Blast of the Past is nice. I get to actually stay alive. So you can kind of see why people praise this weapon. It's quite strong, especially with the affliction damage, chipping away, but it's also kind of expensive. So this is where it gets really tricky. I know I'm in Healing Death Burst, but like, it's a little difficult to kill multiple enemies up front. There are weapons like the Disintegrator that explode on impact, which can really help with that. And then the tried and true weapons like the Ground Pounder and the Huskbuster will just, they shoot in a spread. So you're constantly hitting multiple targets anyway. So yeah, as strong as this weapon clearly is, wow, let's kill a Smasher real quick. Let's even, I don't know. I want to showcase it normally. So there's, can we get a crit maybe? I don't know. Let's try a Warcry. Yeah, nice fire rate, really good damage. The single target is fairly impressive. I'll give it that. It's a strong weapon. Is it like Pulsar strong? I don't know. Pulsar's not even strong. It just hits a lot of targets at once. Yeah, it's kind of like the Xenon Bow. Did you guys know the Xenon Bow is, I think, the 8th highest damage bow in the game? It's actually like really weak. But it's the Pierce that saves it. So the Pulsar gets all this praise when the Helium Shotgun is kind of a harder hitting weapon, but it doesn't hit as many enemies, so you know, gives and takes. I'd say it's an extremely balanced weapon, and the damage increase was much needed and kind of went a long way. Oh, you know, don't mind me, just shooting down the balloon with Santa's little hopper. Let's get her going. So we kind of have a slaughter field set up. There's no way I'm going to be able to solo this. I'm not sure why I set it up like this. Typically, this sort of trap setup is only made for demonstrative purposes, for really strong weapon loadouts, and I don't think this counts, but we're gonna try our best and hope for the best. Oh, I never upgraded these floors. Oh crap! I knew there was gonna be a lot of death bomb, and I need to take care of that. So this is an issue. This weapon can't shoot accurately enough for me to kill the shielders first consistently. It's gonna be kind of a problem for shielded enemies to come in, and I'm not really exactly sure how to deal with that. I feel like I should just stand over here, and then as they get frozen, shoot across. That way I can hit more targets at once. Oh, that's working out great. There you go. Yeah. Nice. Some of the shotgun heroes in this game are the tankier heroes in the game. All that damage, and I'm still at 1.7 million. And I supercharged my Shrapnel Headhunter, so it's pretty nice. And as you guys can see with the reload speed of this shotgun, I wasn't kidding earlier. So the way the shotguns calculate reload speed, those who might not know, is it takes the amount of time divided by the amount of shells, which means when you up the mag size, you actually reload each individual shell faster, even if the new total mag size takes longer overall. So that's why with a higher mag size, you not only get more bullets on hand, but you reload at essentially the same rate as before. So, like per shell, I should say. So you just get more bullets or shells and you reload them quicker. It's definitely better every time. There's really no excuse to run reload. It's negligibly faster. You want more ammo on hand. That is definitely the preferred way to go. And it's kind of nice. It's definitely a nice thing to take advantage of. And this weapon shoots 2 at once, so you get in cases where, oh, it's interesting. It reloads immediately with 1 bullet left. Oh, I thought I'd get an extra shot out of that. Apparently it does not work like that. So, kind of unfortunate. I wish they'd round up to 21 just for the Helium Shotgun, because you're kind of losing a shot there, but it's really not a big deal. What is a big deal is that my floors are breaking. Oh, it doesn't even matter because they're spawning on the other side. Oh, crap. We put no traps over here. Ah! All hands on deck. Ah! My fingers are messing up. Alright, here we go. Get the... Yeah. Gotta spam these... Oh, goodness. I thought I was going off the map. I thought that was it. I thought it was over. That is what I also don't like about the Helium Shotgun, is you have to lead your shots, and it's not really easy to do that, or consistent, because if you get a little bit of network lag, it's kind of a mess. Ugh, let me just, there we go, we got it. They are now rerouting going down, and that is exactly what we want. Woo! It's weirdly unintuitive that I can't just point at the enemy I want to die. Oh my gosh, this is just an absolute mess. Oh no. Helium Shotgun, why did I set up like this? How are we taking it? Oh, they broke in on this side. I'm throwing drones. Is there a constructor that forgot to put their base down? Oh, it is down. That's crazy. These need to repair so it'll connect. Alright, changing directions. Quick, get ahead of it while they're spawning slow. Put these in place. Kill off some of the flock. Perfect. Good. That side over there is getting dealt with. I'm going to put some traps down over here. This is more of a can we survive rather than is the Helium Shotgun any good? Oh man, I hate missing those jumps. I really need to get back into practice. This is bad. I'm just going to put 1 line. That should help thin it out. A couple more of these. Okay, we got him. Woofda! We're surviving, everybody. We're getting through it. At least we stopped getting smashers on these waves. That way we can clean up the mess and get ahead of it. I'm just gonna... I don't know. They're kind of dropping through. I'm not really sure the best traps to place. That is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. I just want to use a real shotgun. I know my aim's bad, but this is... You have to like lead the shots, and then when you aim in, you can see that accuracy, it doesn't always go centered, and it messes me up. What's our mini boss like? All right, let's see what we got. Let's eat the coconut. Got to reload. War cry, not in that order. Here we go. That was actually some good damage. 1 million to the head? That's kind of what the Huskbuster does. Well, the Huskbuster shoots faster, it's cheaper and more accurate. So, not exactly apples to apples, but doing fairly well. I'll give it that. I have a Huskbuster crafted. Oh, he does. Can I just do that? Oh, come on. I'm blind. There we go. Let's see, how much more does this weapon do? I'm going to keep bringing it up. We got a quarter left to deal with, and the minigun is going to... Well, we didn't get to see much of the Huskbuster there. But I wanted to compare the weapon a little bit. I'm going to use this just for a little bit so we can kind of see. This is similar to the Nocturno video where I talked about the nailer. And it's like, when I knock a weapon... Here's a good example of what I'm talking about. You see how quickly enemies are just getting deleted? Like, yeah, sure, the Helium Shotgun has really good single target damage, but so do some other shotguns that don't cost energy cells and shoot more accurately. Pulse Buster kind of sprays, but it goes where you shoot it, so you don't have to lead those shots. So the effectiveness of those shots is a lot more prevalent, and that matters a lot. Because something I don't usually factor in the math when I talk in my videos is a lot of times like recoil and bullet spread largely gets ignored. And when you think about it, if you're missing half of your shots because the weapon is inaccurate, like the Viper for example, is an SMG that ranks really, really highly damage-wise, but, well, you know, damage output-wise. Its per bullet damage is pretty bad. But where it lacks is the fact that it's super inaccurate. So the bullet spray is so much that even if you are on target, you'd have to be right next to your enemy or else you're kind of going to miss a good 20% of your shots. And it's impossible to calculate exactly how much you're going to be missing. I can't know how good your aim is. Maybe you barrel stuff every single enemy you shoot. So I never factor that into my numbers, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about, where when the weapon just doesn't hit sometimes, that was a wasted shot, and that matters. And it's not always the player's fault. So, that one, right there, I missed it. So it just did 0 damage. 3 shots in a row I missed, because I'm just trash. I can't even hit the one enemy I'm shooting at. God damn it. And it's because I gotta lead these shots. So I can't knock the weapon for that too much. That is largely my fault. With practice, that'll improve, but yeah, I've heard a lot of people complain about the vacuum tube for the exact same reason. Although that's kind of fair because the bow doesn't actually go where it shoots. The blue indicator is off by a little bit. So that throws people off a lot. But there you go. I tried out the Helium Shotgun. We didn't even fail the mission, which is fantastic. Oh no, we get the smashers right at the end. I wanted to showcase the damage and see for myself, but maybe another time. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was Helium Shotgun. Comment down below what you might want to see in the future. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. And then